So, good morning, ma'am, and all of my friends. So, right now, I would like to present our group's presentation that is public art that we have visited maybe 1 month ago. So, here we go. So, our team's name is Suicide Squad. So, this is our team. Uh, there is Damar, and then me, Oliv, and then Abiel, and then Billy. What is public art? Public art is art in any media whose form, function, and meaning are created for the general public through a public process. It is a specific or art genre with its own professional and critical discourse. Public art is visually and physically accessible to the public. It is installed in public space in both outdoor and indoor settings. Public art seeks to embody public or universal concepts rather than commercial, partisan, or personal concepts or interests. Notably, public art is also the direct or indirect product of a public process or creation, procurement, and/or maintenance. This is from Wikipedia. And then public art that we found in Jogja are the first one is Surakarsa Soldier statue. The second one is People Ponder sculpture. The third one is Dwarapala statue, and the fourth is the Dancing Boy statue. This is the Surakarsa Soldier statue, and this is our picture when we take with the statue. This is me, this is Damar, and this is Abiel. And in the description, the name Surakarsa soldier comes from the words Sura and Karsa. The word Sura means courage, while Karsa means will. Philosophically, Surakarsa means brave soldier with the aim of always protecting the safety of Adipati Anom, or the crown prince. During the Garabak ceremony, Brigada Surakarsa was tasked with guarding the gunungan that were brought to the Gede Mosque. The Surakarsa soldiers' clubbed is Pareanom, shaped like a rectangle with a green base color in the middle. There is a yellow circle. Pareanom comes from the word bitter melon, or a type of creeping fruit bearing plant, and the word Anam, which means young. This clubbed means that Surakarsa is a team that is always enthusiastic and has a young spirit. And there is three visitors' opinions. The first one is the statue can be seen in Malioboro, and with this statue, We can remember the history of the past and at the same time see the figures clearly through a work of sculpture. The second one, it serves as a symbol that the young people in the area should have a youthful spirit and enthusiasm, just like the Surakarsa warrior depicted in the statue. It serves a symbol of the nation's culture for people who visit Malioboro. And then this is a person who ponders sculpture. So the second one is a person who ponders sculpture. The statue in front of the Pearl Hotel in Malioboro area is the work of PT Timbul. The company has produced many works of art that have spread internationally. One of them is on display in front of the Pearl Hotel, a statue of a person contemplating. Actually, there are many meanings to this statue. Some say that the statue is a statue of a person who is alone, a person who is anxious, and works of art can be interpreted globally by the viewer. The shape of the statue is very unique, and we must appreciate it because our work of art is very interesting. But people nowadays pay very little attention to works of art. There is the visitor's opinion, the first one. The statue in the form of a person contemplating with his arms folded across his chest can be found in front of the Pearl Hotel in Malibu Street, a statue that adds to the aesthetic appeal of the Malibu area. Second one, the statue is posed as if someone is contemplating according to the circulating story. The statue signifies how Malioboro has become a place frequently visited by those who simply wish to sit and contemplate while observing the street in Malioboro. Third, it can be seen from the work that a work can be interpreted broadly through the minds of the audience because the statue can be interpreted as a person who is immersed. A person who is contemplating it can also be interpreted as a person who is sitting alone. This is what makes the work have invaluable value. The last one, the statue was created by the government to enhance the attraction for people visiting Malioboro. I'm very confused why such a cool statue is so neglected. Even though the value of this work of art is priceless, even abroad, a statue like this would be highly valued. This is Dwarapala statue. Dwarapala is a statue of a gate or door guard in the teachings of Shiva and Buddha. In the form of a human or monster, Usually, Dwarapala is placed outside temples, shrines, or other buildings to protect the holy place or sacred place inside. Dwarapala is usually depicted as a scary creature. Depending on the prosperity of a temple, the number of Dwarapala statues can be alone, in pairs, or in groups. In Javanese culture, the Dwarapala is used as a palace guard figure or example. It can be found at the entrance gate of the Yogyakarta Palace and the Kamandungan Lower Gate of the Surakarta Palace. Small sacred buildings usually have only one Dwarapala statue. Often Dwarapala are placed in pairs between the entrance gates. Some larger sacred building sites have four, eight, even 12 Dwarapala statues guarding the four cardinal directions as Lokapala, the guardian deity of the four or eight cardinal directions. The history. The forest in the Tulungagung area used to have astral creatures that were large like giants, and these astral creatures were positive because these creatures didn't disturb but instead acted as guardians in the forest for palaces, duchy offices, houses, parks, where there's a statue of Raja Bentong or Dwarpala, namely a statue shaped like an astral creature in the Tulungagung forest. Then the place where there is a statue of Rachel Benton will be guarded by this guardian creature from things that aren't good. Then visitors' opinion. The Dwarapala statue serves as a symbol to protect Yogyakarta from any potential harm or negative influences. The Dwarapala statue is an attraction for tourists visiting Yogyakarta, especially Malioboro. There is always a pair of Dwarapala statues on the left and right of the entrance to a place. It's because it can be symbolism of doorkeeper. This is a dancing boy sculpture. Maybe this is just a little bit typo. The statue is in front of the Sonobudoyo Museum. Visitors' opinion. The first one, it very much symbolizes the local culture. The second one, placing these statues in front of museum is a good decision. The last one, it's it unfortunate that there are no names or specific explanations provided for these statues, making it difficult for tourists to understand their specific stories. This is Samansari's scarf, like this. The descriptions. Tamansari means beautiful garden. This park is only a 10-minute walk from the Sultan's Palace to the southwest. This park was built by Sultan Hamengkubuwono I in 1757. He created a new architectural style which was a mixture of Javanese and Portuguese styles. Initially, Taman Sari was a beautiful and charming water park. The area to the east of the park up to the city intersection is called Suryaputran. Sekarang in Javanese means artificial area. Every time Sultan visited the park, he would row his personal boat over a suspension bridge called Kereta Gantung, which was located in front of the Kraton Gate. To the south or north of Kamandongan, other parts of the building that were once connected by a suspension bridge can still be seen. Apart from water transportation, there is also an underground road or tunnel from the Yogyakarta Palace which leads to one of the buildings in the park called Pasur Pasarean Ledok. The Yogyakarta Palace was founded by Prince Mangkubumi in the 17th century, or to be precise, in 1755. The Yogyakarta Palace is the center of the Yogyakarta Sultanate government, whose capital is Yogyakarta. As the capital, Yogyakarta is a city whose existence is planned. The layout of the city is made in a such way that there are professional groupings supporting facilities as the royal capital, as well as strategic aspects of its arrangement. One of the facilities in this city is Taman Sari, or often also called Water Castle. Taman Sari is the royal garden or guest house at of the Sultan of Yogyakarta and his family. In fact, apart from Taman Sari, the Yogyakarta Sultanate has several pesanggrahan such as Pesanggrahan Warung Botoh, Pesanggrahan Manuk-Beri, Pesanggrahan Ambar Binangun, and Pesanggrahan Ambarukma. All of them function as places for tatirah and meditation for the Sultan and his family. Apart from the components that indicate it is a resting place, these guest houses always have defensive components. Likewise, with Taman Sari is located only about 0.5 kilometer south of the Yogyakarta Palace. The architect of this building is Portuguese, so at first glance it seems if this building has very strong European architectural art. In addition to the Javanese symbolic meaning that are still maintained, however, if we observe Jap- Javanese building elements are more dominant here. Taman Sari was built during the time of Sultan Hamengkubuwono I, or around the end of 17th century. And then I would like to tell you about the history. In the past, this water palace wasn't just a beautiful garden but was also used as a place of protection when the enemy attacked the palace. The Sultan and his family were able to escape via an underground passage. When they are in a safe condition, the floodgate will be open so that water will flow through the wood and drown the enemies who are pursuing them. The Damansari complex can be divided into at least four parts. The first part is an artificial lake located to the west. The next part is the building to the south of the artificial lake, including the Umbu Binangun pots. The third section is Pasaran, Doksari, and Gorjitawati. Pond, which is located in south of the second section. The final part is the eastern part, the first of the first and second parts, and extends east to the southeast of the Magaman complex. It is said that Taman was built on the site of the old Palace Pesanggerahan Karchitawati, which was founded by Susuan Pakubuwono II as a resting place for horse-drawn carriages going to Imogiri. As the leader of the Tamansari development project, Temanggung Mangunjipura was appointed. All construction costs were borne by the regions of Madiun, Tumenggung, Prawiro Sentiko and all his people. Therefore, the Madiun area is exempt from taxation. In the middle of the construction, the project leadership was taken over by Prince Notokusumo after Manguntipura resigned. Even though it is officially a royal garden, several existing buildings indicated Taman Safari functioned as the last patient if the palace was attacked by enemies. It is said that one of the architects of this royal garden was Portuguese, better known as Damar the Kiss. And then the visitors' opinions are: so first one, my experience of visiting Taman was very enjoyable because it was as if we had returned to the kingdom era with buildings that were still sturdy. Second one, tourists here come from abroad who really want to see this amazing building. And last one is I was happy because the tour guide was very friendly and explained one by one of the places where we passed, starting from the entrance to the king's room. And then this is the conclusion that we got. So what we can conclude from this task is actually public art isn't such all of the paintings in a museum or paid concerts, so public art is all of art that can be seen freely by all people. So I think that's all from our presentation today. I hope you guys have a nice day and thank you for your attention. This is a short quote from us. Earth without art is just air. So this is the end. So I would like to say thank you for your attention, ma'am, and of my friends. Goodbye.